a great show for you tonight. I tell you, my guests will be popping out faster than a royal baby. Yeah, little Archie arrived. Oh, mother and baby are doing well. Oh, she's a duchess. He's seventh in line to the throne. Yeah, they're doing well. Now, how many great-grandchildren is it the Queen has now? Oh, that's right, 8. Yes, just remembered. So nice for the Queen, though, isn't it? Yeah. Twice this summer, she'll get a visit from a chubby little thing with tiny hands. Apparently, the birth was quite difficult. Mind you, nobody enjoys being in labour, and I think we all know who's to blame for that. Initially, Meghan had wanted to give birth at home, although that's mainly because she saw who'd be driving her to the hospital. One crash. The baby was a week overdue. You know, it was really happy where it was, and no matter how hard everyone tried, they just couldn't get it to budge. I think we all know someone like that. Let's get some guest stars! Later, we'll have music from pop legends, Shakespears' sister. Yeah. But first, he's a superstar comedian, actor, producer, and one of the funniest people in the world. Now he brings us more laughs in The Secret Life of Pets 2. Please welcome the great Kevin Hart, everybody! Hello! So good to see you. Always good. Kevin Hart, everybody! She is one of America's finest actors who starred in Hidden Figures, Shape of Water, and her Oscar-winning turn in The Help. Now she's terrifying us in new horror Ma. It's a first-time welcome to Octavia Spencer! Glittery, so busy. Hello, darling. Lovely to see you. Come in and sit down. Octavia, Kevin. And we've got 2 of the stars of Disney's new Aladdin. She's the homegrown singer and actress playing the dream role of Princess Jasmine. It's Naomi Scott, everybody! Hello! All right, lovely to see you. Come in. And playing Aladdin's genie in the lamp. He's one of the greatest movie stars on the planet. It's always a pleasure to welcome Mr. Will Smith! Get jiggy with it. Hello, everybody! Hey!
What's up, man?
Lovely to see you all. So welcome back to Will and Kevin. Naomi and Octavia, you've never been here before.
No.
See how British I became?
Yeah, you just got British right off the bat.
Because you're here at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, I'll be here till June 22nd.
Oh, right. And are you slipping into the British accent?
Well, a bit, every now and again.
Beautiful. Now, here's the thing. Will and Kevin, you've never been in a film together?
No.
Well, that
was good.
Came out like
you were like, oh, no. Hell no.
But the plan is you'd like to, right?
Of course. Yes. We are trying, like, we're both from Philly, too. So it's like we love to work together. We've been looking at a few things, but Kevin stays really busy. And it's hard to fit into his schedule. So
well,
that's what
I do stay busy. I think that the beauty of the idea of us working together is such a wonderful thing that we just want to make sure it's right.
It's right, yeah.
We want to make sure, we don't want to just throw something together.
Yeah.
We feel that when that moment happens, it should be something that people hold on to and really gravitate towards and understand how special of a moment it is. And, I think
we could do Wild Wild West, too.
Well, that's not...
Oh, my God.
Don't laugh at that idea, Octavia. Don't just laugh at them.
I'm so down.
But no, if you did work together, I mean, the world would go crazy.
Yeah.
But Philadelphia might explode.
Oh, my God,
Because
yeah.
Philadelphia loves you both. When you go back to Philadelphia, presumably you visit this.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 65-foot mural of Will Smith, right?
Yeah,
but someone else has a mural in Philadelphia.
Who?
Well, to show it after.
Well, it's only Kevin Hart. It's not as big.
Well,
It's not as big, but it's beautiful.
You should have showed mine first. I think.
No, but
Will's.
except Kevin, though, you do have one up on Will because that's a special day.
That is a special day for me. I have a day in Philadelphia, but that's Max's, and it's a place where I frequented to get cheesesteaks through my childhood.
You have a day?
It's
I have
Kevin Hart Day?
A Kevin Hart Day?
Philadelphia, Kevin Hart Day, yeah.
Does Philadelphia have a Will Smith Day?
No.
Will Smith Day in Philadelphia?
Yeah, no, that's
We need to sort that out.
what
Come
I'm
on,
thinking.
Philadelphia.
Actually,
That's what I'm thinking.
People
And not to
celebrate.
rub salt in the wound, Octavia Spencer has a day.
Alabama did me right.
Yours was just recently.
March 21st.
Wow.
Do you go back every year?
No, I sent a card. Sorry, I'm teasing.
And obviously, Will and Naomi, you're working together in Aladdin. We'll talk about that. But Octavia, you have also worked with Will. I don't know if Will
Yes.
remember this.
And it was a special
that's
moment.
right. Yeah,
It was
that's
a special
what-
moment.
Yeah, no.
On Will's birthday, I think either this year or last year, I wrote about what you did for me. I'm probably gonna cry.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
We were working on 7 pounds, and I was only on that movie for 3 days. Will pulled in as I was coming out of my trailer, which was a honey wagon. I mean, I was wider than a damn. And I was coming out, and I was going to hair and makeup. The very next day, I go to my trailer, and they said, "Oh, you've been moved." And I had been put into, like, this triple banger, which you never get anything that's not in your contract. And the AD told me that Will had changed my trailer, upgraded my trailer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't they put you in a triple banger, though? It's better ones than the triple banger. I'd probably put you in the quadruple banger.
It's the thought that counts.
No, he did what he could, I guess.
You like to work with Kevin.
Oh, man.
So now, Naomi, you've obviously been working with Will, but oddly, Will was sort of part of your life before this film. I don't know if you know this is true.
Yeah, he was a part of my life via my brother, who is the biggest Will Smith fan. And I feel like people say that, they're like, yeah, I'm the biggest Will Smith fan. Like, my brother knows those, like, deep cuts of your album. Do you know what I mean?
He knows the stuff I don't know.
He is obsessed.
Yeah, but like to the point where you've sent us a picture. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
You've sent us a picture of his bedroom. This is your brother's bedroom. That was there before you got the Aladdin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wow.
Way before. This is like at our family home. And I would walk past and I'd... life size. Mate, he's like, let me tell you, he ain't 16, people. He's here. Where are you?
He's
oh,
here.
look at that.
Where's your brother? Where is he? Hey, all right.
So he has this car.
Security. Security. Keep an eye on that one.
Now, when you see that picture,
Yeah.
it seems unlikely that Josh is married, but he is. he is, and you sent us this picture. This is from the actual first dance at the wedding. You're there.
And his first dance was getting jiggy with it.
No! That was your first dance.
Wow. All right.
I just want to back Will up.
Back, yeah.
Security! It's serious! Don't ignore this!
Oh my God. But now,
Oh, that's hilarious.
that is fine. But talking about impressing people's families and things, now, Kevin, you brought your kids back to Philadelphia.
Yes.
But not for like Kevin Hart Day. You brought them back to where you're from.
Yeah.
Okay. And was
Teach
it
a lesson.
was it to impress them? Why did you bring them back?
Well, you know, parenting is something that I take pride in. You know, I want to make sure that my kids understand the value of hard work and what the meaning behind it should be. So, you know, I don't want you thinking that what we have and our lifestyle is how it's supposed to be, because it's not.
Yeah.
There's a reality behind it. So I'm gonna take you to where Dad is from. So we take a trip, you know, we take a real trip to Philadelphia, and you know, we land, and I said, I'm gonna show you where I grew up, so you can understand.
You land in your private jet,
well,
yeah.
we did
Life lesson.
Listen, every lesson has a moment of
with you,
disbelief.
you.
Just follow me for a
Cool,
second.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
I'm
The
right.
lesson didn't start till we got off the plane. We got in the car and start driving through the neighborhood where I was from.
Then that's where the
That's
lesson.
where the lesson
Amen.
started.
Amen.
Where are you from? So we pull up to my place, and you know, I give this long speech. It's like a moment. Like, it's like 7 a.m. I got there when nobody would be there, and I'm like, look, I didn't have, okay?
Yeah.
Look, this is the grass. See this little thing? It's all the grass we had. I had to sit on this step. I waited for the bus here. I walked 2.5 miles to get from here to where I had to go to meet my mom.
Yeah.
This was not a situation that you were comfortable in. And I get done, and my kids are like, we want to live here! No. This place is a piece of shit. I'm trying to show you what we have is nice, but you gotta work for it. We don't want to go home. I was like, let us go upstairs. And I literally had to stop the lesson. The trip to Philadelphia is short. I was like, let's just go back home. I'm gonna show you books from now on. No more live events.
Very good. Okay, let's start right with Aladdin, the new live-action spectacular. It opens here on May the 22nd. Yeah.
No, excited about it, by the way.
Oh, honey.
So, I mean, Naomi, this is so exciting. You are Princess Jasmine.
I know.
I know.
I don't know how it happened. Like, how am I on a couch with you lot? I will never know. Yeah, like, crazy, excited, all of those things. Kind of surreal. In a movie with him. Don't know what to say. I'm done for life. I'm good.
No, but really, like, holding your own. There's no, you mean you're in it. You're the star of this movie.
Oh, thank you.
It's terrific.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Will Smith, you have the Herculean task.
Yes.
Of doing the genie.
The genie, yeah.
So how hard was it to decide to do this?
Yeah.
Lesson, right?
Yeah, that's how you teach a lesson, Kevin. That's how you teach a lesson. Yeah. There you go. Right. You show up at home looking like that, they gonna learn whatever you trying to do. But no, it was actually terrifying for me. Like getting the first call. You know, it is a deep honor, you know, to be asked to do that. But Robin Williams didn't leave a lot of room for improvement, you know, in the character of the genie. You know, he revolutionized what you could do in animation. And so, you know, I watched the movie a couple of times, and I was like, ugh. And it wasn't until I started playing with the music that I got an in. I was playing with the music, and I started. Instead of singing some of the stuff, I started rapping some of it, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting in to be able to maintain the nostalgia and it, you know, be an homage to the Robin Williams genie, but also to add the new flavor.
Yeah, but also I suppose that thing of just doing it, you know, you're not a cartoon in this film.
Yeah.
You are, you know,
a live action genie.
live action.
I'm a real genie. I'm a human and real blue genie.
Yeah. And Naomi, like Princess Jasmine, she's different. She's kind of a tougher, more modern woman
Yeah,
than
well,
before.
I mean, you know, it was, what, 26 years ago? Something like that?
Well, don't put ages on.
Oh,
You can just say it was a while ago.
a little while ago.
Thank
But, like, you know, the...
Naomi wasn't born.
I'm gonna say it now. I'm thinking
Exactly.
but it is, like, you know, for me, I think we just wanted to make her more ambitious. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's fighting for the freedom to marry who she wants to marry in the original, and in this, she's actually fighting to be the leader. Like, she's like, I'm gonna be a politician.
Yes.
So that's what I love about this version.
She has to be modest, but there is a song in this movie that is the one new song that we do, and it's called Speechless, and she absolutely just obliterates this thing. It's the signature point in the movie, and as she was saying, the addition that we've made with this Princess Jasmine as a storyline, Princess Jasmine wants to be the ruler. She's on her father that he doesn't have any sons and he should make her the next ruler. But in this world, women can't be the ruler. So she's fighting to prove.
She's like, I'm just gonna have to show it.
I'm gonna have to show
You
it.
know, I'm just gonna have to sing a song.
Sing a song.
You know, could you imagine like the prime minister's like, right,
That's the way to prove it. Sing a song.
Yeah, just sing a song.
I will not go speechless.
We should say Mina Masood, he plays Aladdin, and in the clip, it's you as the genie convincing Aladdin to say something to Princess Jasmine.
Ooh.
Now, the last time you were on, Will, you just had quite a significant birthday.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that. A significant birthday. And
no, I'm not scared to say it.
Yeah.
I turned 50.
65.
If I look like
64.
I thought we were near the same age. I'm turning 40 again in 2 weeks.
My 50th birthday.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
sir.
And then since then, you've gone a bit crazy. You're doing this bucket list thing. And nobody's like, you're doing this bucket list challenge, and it's like you want to die. Like you're doing a lot of dangerous things.
Yeah, you know, a huge part of my childhood was marked by fear, you know, and you can generate, you know, great things and you can succeed and you can win, but you can never really be happy if you're scared. You know, so I turned 50 and I had created this wonderful life and this wonderful career, but I felt trapped by being Will Smith. And a part of that freedom was, well, I have kids, so I can't do this. Well, I'm famous, so I can't say that. Well, you know, people look at me this way, so I can't behave like that. And a part of the bucket list was I just wanted to give myself the freedom to do all of the things that I was put in my mind that I couldn't do. And there's, you know, I'm adventurous, so I've always wanted to be that. So.
Yeah, it's like fast cars, skydiving, swimming with sharks, and like
now swimming with sharks I shouldn't have done. That's the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I got down there with those sharks, and I was like, all right, Will, now you just being stupid. man, this is stupid. That was the one. Kev was like, hey, Will, man, listen, it's just, we're gonna keep it simple. One word, stop.
At some point, you gotta tap back in, brother. You gone, man. These sharks are real, man.
No, this bucket list is an odd thing. I mean, David, do you have a bucket list?
I want to learn how to belly dance. You think you can help me with that, honey?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I can.
And it's safe. It's safe. No shark.
No sharks.
Can I just say, that's not a very ambitious bucket list.
You haven't seen my belly.
She's got an Oscar.
We've lost Kevin. Is there anything on your bucket list, Kevin?
I don't like to help death. No. I know death is coming. I'm not gonna speed it up. I'm gonna go ahead and chill out. I don't want to do anything. I'm content. That's what I am. Very content.
But there's the dangerous thing, physically dangerous things. But then it's interesting, one of the scariest things you did, and it's something that I just assumed you had done before, was stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, what seems you've done that
I had never
before.
done. That was the first time that I ever did stand-up. And, you know, I just watched your last Netflix special.
Thank you, man.
And that
Which is so good.
Thank you,
it's
man.
great.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Like, it is, to me, stand-up is the hardest thing to do in entertainment. It's different than music. When you have a beat and you have rhythm and you go, and it's like, and you have backup dancers and you got DJ Jazzy Jeff, you know? It's like, when you have all of that, it's like you're surrounded and protected. You know, even with a hit record, when you have a hit record, you know the audience is gonna respond.
Yeah,
you know it's gonna go well. Stand-up, that stuff out there, just you and a microphone.
And did you get the bug? Did you kind of think, I'm going to do this again? Or did you think...
No, I went out there and I really enjoyed it. But when I was preparing for the stand-up, I was thinking to myself, I would much rather bungee jump out of a helicopter again than do stand-up. It's terrifying to me.
But I can see you doing it, though. I can actually see you doing it and having success doing it. Because the beauty of it is talking.
Yeah.
You got stories, you got an
Yeah.
amazing point of view. So I think once you grasp that side of it, I'm just sharing my point of view.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
are going to understand and gravitate towards the pictures that I'm painting because they're true, they're believable, it's authentic. You had that, so I can
Because
see
you did tell two stories. Like the story about your dad is true.
My dad, yeah.
So the one where he phones you.
Oh yeah, it was Independence Day, and the movie had just come out. It was my first big hit movie. So it's like it was like 3 a.m. in L.A. and he was on the East Coast and he had just seen the number. So the phone rings and that 3 a.m. call. So I grab it and I'm like, hello, and he's like, hey, you see them numbers? And I was like, Dad, it's 3 o'clock. I didn't see. Hey, man, you remember when I told you there ain't no such thing as luck? Just what you make. Remember I told you that? Okay, Dad, yeah, I remember that. Remember when I told you ain't no such thing as luck? Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Remember I told you that? I said, yeah, Dad, I remember. He said, man, that's bullshit. You the luckiest joke I ever met in my life.
And Kevin, obviously, you're like not just a stand-up. You're like a stand-up superstar. You sell out arenas all over the world.
The best of our time. Right?
Yes.
That's the best of our time.
But what's nice to know is it wasn't always like that.
Oh, no.
What did you perform at? You performed at a seafood festival?
I mean, which shit show you want to know about?
Got
tons of them.
It was only, I think they wanted, was it crab?
I had a crab fest.
Crab fest? What is that?
In the beginning of stand-up comedy, you're not performing in luxury, wenues. Wherever they feel that they can build the stage and make money is where you're going. So there was a crab fest. They was like, we're gonna book some talent, some comedian talent. And I was like, all right, well, I'm available. And, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to tell a joke while people cracking crabs. It's not the best environment at all. I mean, literally, the frustration that comes from not being able to open a crab is serious. And if you're not funny at the same time, the stuff that you hear. I remember hearing a woman, an older lady, who was like, she was cracking crabs. Because this is how you crack crabs. Looking at me, and she's like cracking a crab. And I tell a joke, and the joke doesn't work. And I remember this lady just going, oh, no. And I don't think, I would much rather be booed. The disappointment that came from her voice, and then, oh, no. She said, baby, it was like, oh, no, baby. As if I made a mistake with my choice of life. Like I'm not doing it wrong. I mean, look, the hardship that I went through has helped build me into the person I am today, where I can take so much. But I've been through it all. I was hit in the face with a buffalo wing. I performed at a...
Don't perform around food.
No more. Well, if you go to my shows now, there's no food allowed. It was actually a male strip club that they shut down for comedy for the first half. So it was ladies in there, and it was just supposed to be us performing for these women that were riled up. First thing, I got on stage when they introduced me, and this lady was like, pull it out. I said, hey, that's not me. I'm not here for that. I'm here to entertain. These are jokes. I know who's got kids. I start trying to merge into kid material. And there's one dude from the back. I just remember this dude from the back. He was like, that's enough. And he just threw a buffalo wing at me. And it landed, hit me in the cheek, a little bit of sauce, got like right here. Buffalo sauce is hot, so I assumed that it was a woman with a deep voice, so I was like, who threw it? Who threw it? Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm a man first. Don't disrespect me. He stood up. He was like, I did it. And I contemplated just taking my clothes off. I was like, that's the only way to get out.
Well, now, Octavia's got a new movie, a really scary new movie, yes. Ma. It's out on the 31st of May. And, this is an Octavia Spencer we hadn't seen before. Now, did you know this was in you?
Well, Well, no, this is all new. It's all new. It's new. It's exciting too. Really different.
So tell people who Ma is and why she is potentially scary.
Well, Ma is a woman named Sue Ann, and she is a little damaged, and she likes to hang out with teenagers.
It's a horror film, Kevin. It's a horror film.
Kevin,
Well, you find out that, life has dealt her some, issues that she hasn't dealt with. And so she sort of starts hanging out with these teenagers. Y'all are making me laugh, and it's serious. Very serious. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not.
Be mature.
Now, let's be mature about this.
But it's a great big, kind of summer horror. It's one of those summer horror films.
It is a summer horror film. And let me tell you something. When my friend called me up and said, I have this horror film I want you to do, and I'm like, stop, because black people always die within the first 15 minutes. He's like, whoa, you're not gonna die. Not only do you not die, you get to kill everybody.
That's an advancement for our people.
The crazy thing is, I haven't seen Octavia in forever. So I ran into Octavia at CinemaCon. We're there, and we're both doing promo, and I saw the trailer for her film before we got to CinemaCon, because I like to know what's going on. And I haven't seen her, keep in mind, I haven't seen her. But I saw the trailer, and I remember I was like, oh, this is different. Right? And she saw me, she was like, hey, Kev. And her eyes, I just remember when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know if I trust her. That trailer was too good. Even though we know it's a movie, I think it's in the culture of a black person to just think that that's you. That piece of me really was uncomfortable.
But you have had other people react like that to seeing it.
People are calling me Ma now, so I gotta calm them down. Like, no.
I can see you doing, like, scary and intense.
Well, I actually love scary and intense. And so it was kind of refreshing to get to do something different where I didn't have to nurture anybody.
Yeah.
See, I'm always scared of roles like that, though, because sometimes when you go really deep into character, some of the stuff can stick. Right? So, I got offered Django, and it was one of the reasons I turned down Django, just because of what that kind of stuff can do to your mind when you go too deep into those characters. Did you experience any of that? I'm sorry, Grandpa.
Good.
You want to take, if you have to go to the bathroom, or something, you can go.
I'm peeing right now.
Oh, man.
No, you know what? I actually live in the world of true crime. And it's one of those things, I like to be up on things. Like, if I see people, I'm like, that's a killer right there. Gotta keep my eyes on you. But I like to know that right before I go to bed that I can figure things out. So it was easy for me to leave Ma behind.
Okay. Well, listen, let's have a clip. This is you as Ma. This is anyway. This is you sort of trying to reconnect with the teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark. Dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. It goes so dark.
Yeah.
Like that's like a happy scene. that's like the bright sunshiny scene.
know, right? Yeah.
You gotta go. Oh God, it's daylight. Okay.
That was a happy ending. That's the happy ending right there.
It just stopped right then. But look at you, Octavia Spencer. I mean, you're an award-winning producer, 3 nominations, The Win for The Help, and I do want to mention another movie of yours, again, Oscar nominated, Hidden Figures, which got you to That got you invited to the White House, and there's a picture, and I think it's safe to say Octavia was quite happy to be at the White House. Yeah, there she is.
Let me...
Go back to the picture.
Go back. We can put the picture
Look
back
at the picture behind Barack.
That was amazing.
He's saying, close your goddamn mouth.
He's like, behave yourself. So this is our first time in the White House. Behave.
No, listen, they told us that the president wasn't gonna come, and Janelle knew, and so she was actually across from me, and I didn't think anybody was watching us, and I'm like, And that is the moment that was caught.
But I do love that picture, because isn't that a picture of Barack Obama looking at Barack Obama in front of Barack Obama? There's a lot of Barack Obama in that
Yeah, it's
thing.
like a
Never had
paradox.
too much Barack Obama.
Yeah. Because now, Kevin, you met him when he was the president, right?
Yes, I did. You know, I call him a B.O. Personal relationship. No, I did meet him, and it was funny. I go to the White House, and the same thing. He wasn't supposed to be there. And we go, and they say he might. And he comes out, and I'm with my wife. This is actually a very big moment for me in my marriage, because we're sitting together, and he comes out, and we're like, oh, he's coming. Like, that's him. So we, like, move up so we can be at the front, because he gives his speeches around the holidays. And he sees me, and he goes, aha, Kevin Hart, thank you for making time for me and coming to the White House. Love you, we love you. And I said, you gotta be kidding. Like, he looked at me, and I had to play it so cool. I turned to my wife, I said, but you wanna give me shit in the house. It was so good. It was so good. Like, she couldn't say nothing. She was just looking at me like, I'ma chill. I was so blown away. And since that moment is an ongoing joke that we had, but that day was a special day for me, just to hear him call me out.
And Will, are you still first in line for the biopic? Because he has hand-picked you, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, we talked about it. Yeah, he.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh my God.
Michelle?
Oh my God.
Double Oscar, double Oscar. Now, here's the thing. Talking of the great and the good, Naomi, you've had quite the week. Because on Monday, you were at the Met Gala in New York.
Yeah.
I like the way you look at me blankly like, what did I do? No, you did this. There you are, I tell you.
Funny.
Very nice.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So, do you get to enjoy it, or is
No,
it...
I mean, it's just, I feel like a spectator. Do you know what I mean? I was just surrounded by so many famous people. I mean, lol. And, like, it was just surreal. And got in, and, you know, it was just like, there was steak. That was great. I was, like, finishing everyone's... There was, Irina Shayk next to me. I was like, you're gonna finish that steak. You know, she gave me her steak, then the guy, like I was just taking everyone's steak, and I was really hungry. It was my birthday as well. Oh, kind of weird.
Right,
But like that kind of took a step back, do you know what I mean? Because it's the Met Gala, so obviously it all, but yeah, mental.
Have you ever been? Have you ever been to Met Gala?
Never been.
I've never been to Met Gala.
Me either.
You never really.
Let's all go together.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I haven't been. Like, I've been invited, but I don't think I'm at that level of fashion. I don't think I'm at that level.
I disagree.
No,
I think you are.
I'm not talking about the ability to dress. I'm saying I don't think I'm at that level. I don't want to be in a corner and somebody hits me with like, "Is that go song? Sometimes I don't think What? What are you talking about?
No, I get that.
Yeah, like good song for songs having a hell of a year. Who are you talking about? What are you saying to me? Do you think There's some intense fashion faces.
Yeah. No, it's serious. It's not a joke.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm at that level for that conversation. Because at some point, you're gonna run into that group.
And they're gonna ask you.
Yeah, and they're gonna ask you, what do you think of
And it's bad for me, because I'm in that same situation. I always be like, hey, man, look, I just took a shower and wore what Jada left on the bed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, yeah. That's the only reason why. But I've seen a lot of my friends go, and I think they look amazing. I love the themes behind it. My fear is just like getting it wrong. Like going in a regular
that's the
suit.
point.
And they're like, what is Kevin Hart doing? He's got on a black suit. Stupid.
I always wanted to go and do the Emperor's New Clothes. I wanted to go there.
Naked?
Yeah, you just go naked and pretend like you have something great on.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Do that, Will Smith, yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's a really really work out for you. Yeah.
Let me know how Jada feels about that. I'll follow your lead, buddy.
Okay, Kevin Hart, he lends his vocal talents once again to The Secret Life of Pets 2.
Yes.
It screens across the country on Friday, the 24th of May. So this is you. You're back as Snowball Bunny.
Yes.
But this time, Snowball, is he a superhero or does he believe he's a superhero?
Well, for those who do not know, Snowball is my character in Secret Life of Pets. We had amazing success in part 1. I was a villain in part 1, and I ended the movie on love, and I found a family. And within this family, there's a little girl that loves to dress me up. She dresses me up as a superhero, and because of how gullible I am, you know, I start to believe it. And I really believe that I'm capable of living the life of a superhero. And I get blessed with the opportunity to carry out a superhero lifestyle. And it's an adventurous time for me. I don't do the things that I think I can do, but there's a level of ambition that Snowball has and drive that I think people will gravitate towards. So,
but also, he does do a great, I mean, Captain Snowball, he does do something very good.
by the way, I know there's a lot of people with kids that have seen the movie, and the biggest thing for me is telling these kids, especially white kids, that Snowball is black. So if you can help. You can just help. Show your kid a picture. It's the hardest thing for me to explain. Doing the voice to kids is very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
Like, no, it is.
No, I can imagine that.
No, look, it is, man. Look at me, man.
That ain't no Snowball.
You not Snowball, man. It's a very hard thing, but it's good because I love the progression of the character.
Yeah.
And for me, animation is such a great world because it's one that I never expected to find success in. And the fact that I'm at a part 2 and could potentially go to 3 or whatever, it's a high. It's something else that you're adamant about making succeed at the highest level. So,
Anyway, we're going to clip from The Secret Life of Pets. This is Snowball.
Yeah.
This is Snowball just channeling his inner rapper.
yes, Snowball is quite the thug. You'll see him.
That's fantastic.
Oh, my God! Very good. Now, Will and Kevin, now, you are both very competitive. We know this, right? And one of the things you both do online, oddly, I don't think we've ever talked about this, but you both do it. You post these kind of motivational speeches online.
Yes.
And they're short and punchy. Just to give people an example, this is Will, and they're always done like this.
Self-discipline is the center of all material success.
What is your contribution to the human family?
It's just other people's opinions is a really shitty way to determine how we feel about ourselves. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Now, Kevin's are similar. They're, I would say, slightly more aggressive. Here's Kevin doing some.
Man, wake up! Wake y'all asses up! Be a doer. Let's get back to smiling. Let's get back to loving. Let's get back to being positive. Don't do what they expect you to do. Do the unexpected.
Very good. So that's the idea, right? So we had the idea, we've asked the audience if there are any kind of issues in their life that they need motivation with. Something where, you know, their life is stopping them and you guys can push them over, okay?
Before we do it, can we exclude her brother?
Yeah. Hang on, let me look. No, there is. No, he's not in it. We're good.
I mean, just for the safety of the audience.
Yeah. Okay, so let's find out who we're going to first. Is it Galia?
Galia, all right.
Hello,
We're gonna
Galia.
save some- we're gonna save
hello.
some lives
Now,
here tonight, Kevin.
so now you have a fear you want to help get over, right?
Yes, I'm scared of feet.
Okay, but are you scared of your own feet?
Any feet, my own, my friends, any, like, I don't want to look at them, see them, be touched by them. Just...
Okay. So Galia is scared of all feet.
Scared of all feet.
All feet.
Okay,
All feet.
so I'm going to start with you, Will.
Well, okay.
So if you want to do it straight down the lens, it's number
No.
5 there. Okay, so Galia, scared of feet. How can you get her over this fear? Go.
Oh, this one's easy. We're gonna fix this right now.
Oh no, she's not alive yet.
This right now.
Okay.
Galia, you just gotta come down here and confront your fear.
She's horrified.
She's really scared.
She's possibly scared. Okay.
In a bizarre drug-related incident, Graham Norton was arrested earlier this year.
Okay, that was your attempt. Kevin Hart, camera 5, go.
Camera 5, here we
Yeah.
go. It's what? What's your name again?
Feet. Octavia.
Galia.
Galia. Here's the best way to get you over your fear of feet. You can't take steps in life without feet. Your fear is prohibiting you from progression. The minute that you can look at feet and understand that feet are simply what move you forward, you will put your fear behind you.
Kevin Hart is crushing it. Crushing it.
Yeah, there you go. That's big. A fear of peace. It's a fear of life. Yes.
Yours was like therapy and yours was like medication.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Jackson. Where's Jackson?
Jackson.
Now, Jackson is almost real. So, Jackson, you need motivation because...
I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't help myself. I keep eating dairy. And, I mean, how good is that? You can't just give it up. So,
No, you can't.
Okay, but you want to stop. You want to stop eating dairy because it's bad for you, but you can't.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of alternatives out there, but let's be honest, they don't taste as good. So.
Okay. And how lactose intolerant are you? What happens?
Well, basically, after I eat it, I'm the not-so-fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this one seems
Okay.
pretty
Will, there you go.
easy. You know, at some point you have to think about other people. You know. You know, if the lactose doesn't agree with you, it's not going to agree with others. And just at the heart of it, if you love anybody, especially those that are near you, just put the ice cream down because we are not inclined to enjoy your funky ass.
Okay. That was very good. Kevin, here we go.
So I'm gonna take a different approach.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the opposite route. Here's my thing. So many people want to change. So many people want to do what you're supposed to do. Everybody that's lactose intolerant says, you know what, I'm lactose intolerant, and I can't. Here's my feeling, you get one life. And if you want to blow your ass for every damn day for the rest of your life, then damn it, you should do it. Do it to the best of your ability. Because you get one life. When it's all said and done, go out saying, I drank milk because I loved it. That's what you go do, man.
Very good. What sage advice?
And if Justin drinks that milk, he's gonna need some sage advice. Drinking that milk needs some sage advice for sure.
Right, it's time for music. I'm so excited to welcome back this pop duo. They haven't performed this song together in 27 years. Here with their iconic hit, Stay, it is Shakespears' Sister! Shakespears' Sister, everybody! How amazing was that? Come on over, dude. Marcella, beautiful. Thank you so much. Go and meet the others. Go on the scene. This is Marcella and Claude. That is Have a seat, do. There you go. Oh, welcome back to the world, Shakespeare Sister. Thank you very much for that performance.
In our band.
I know, yeah, right?
Well, we might.
You never know. Now here's the thing, that song still holds the record. It was #1 in 1992 for 8 weeks.
Wow.
It's the longest #1 for a girl group of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, well done. So that is going to be released on the album Singles Party, which is on the 19th of July.
That's right.
And so it's got all the singles, but it also has new songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really excited Next Wednesday's our first single in 27 years.
Yeah.
And it's a cracker.
I mean, that must have been, it must have been so, must have been so stressful for both of you.
It was very emotional, actually, weirdly and emotional. When we clapped eyes on each other, there were like tears sprang to our eyes. It was like, oh, didn't expect that.
Yeah.
What do you find that's new in your, like, intention or your approach?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just about to ask it. That was my next question. Are you looking at these?
It's too intelligent, and right now I can't believe I'm sitting on the sofa with all of you. I can't even answer.
I think the difference this time is we cleared the air, and finally we were able to understand what each other had been going through, and it was like, oh my God, we actually really like each other.
Yeah.
And we're quite similar as people. And then all the grievances were just gone. From that moment onwards, and now we've got, like, it's just the joy of creating together.
And you're touring. You're touring
right.
the UK. When does that all starts?
July or...
October.
October.
I don't know what you're doing in July, but...
July is the singles party. The singles album.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, I've got that, yes.
We kick off on Halloween.
The 19th of July.
I hope that's a good omen.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And Will, very quickly, your son Jaden is having huge success now. And he's out touring and whatever. So, and you performed with them at Coachella.
At Coachella,
So is this the beginning of you going, like, are you a bit jealous?
Yeah, you know, I was definitely, he got...
not jealous, but, you know...
No, it was jealous. That's the right word. That's jealous.
It is jealous, okay, yeah.
It's like, boy, I made you. Have you doing more stuff than me? No, but the Coachella, when he got Coachella, I was really proud. Like, that's a big honor for a music artist. I'd never played Coachella. That was my first time at Coachella, so it was big for him, and it was big for our family. So, you know, it definitely got me the itch a little bit. Okay. Definitely got the itch.
Are you scratching the itch, or is it just... That's the question.
I think I'm going to scratch it. I'm going to scratch the itch a little bit this summer.
Here's to show you how crazy Will is. It's easier to jump out of a plane and get in the water with sharks than to make a decision on music. Like, that's him, the bucket list, that's crazy. I'm gonna kill myself. And he decided, maybe.
Well, we hope you do. We hope you do. And Shakespears Sister, so great to have you back in our world. For the album, the tour. That is it for tonight. We've got a packed show, so no time for red chairs. It's just time to say thank you to all of my guests. Shakespears Sister! Kevin Hart! Octavia Spencer! Amy Scott! And Mr. Will Smith! I'll be away on Eurovision duty next week, but fear not, the show will be in safe hands. Our good friend Jack Whitehall will be hosting for the night with music guest Sam Fender, writer and comedian David Walliams, footballing great Peter Crouch, Welsh heartthrob Luke Evans, and from Star Wars and Game of Thrones, Gwendolyn Christie. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.